Well, hey everybody, welcome back. It's Monday morning. I paused for a second because I thought it might be afternoon, but it's not. It's still morning, and it's time to shave. It's a Monday shave, so I'm going to go back to an old classic shaving cream this morning, one that I normally used all the time, Margaritas in the Arctic from Sterling. I will not be using Barbasol in this episode, but I will be shaving with that vintage Barbasol coming soon, I'm sure. And today I'm going to use the old Parker 99R. All the way from my buddy Nathan, and I've got a special aftershave that's a little something custom that I made. A little, how do you say, what do they say, handcrafted, farm to table, what do they call that? Gosh, it's slipping my mind. I'm sure the hipsters will tell me what it's called when you like make your own bitters and you create your own mustache wax and you've grown, I'll figure it out. And I'm going to use my old synthetic brush. The old, oh, it's dripping wet. I got it down here in the little basin. So I just took a shower, did my hair, and I didn't shave yesterday. And my poor son paid for it this morning when I picked him up and his face rubbed against mine and he went, ah! So, poor guy. That's why I shave every day. When people are like, why do you shave every day? You don't have a beard. What are you shaving for? Then they do make those comments. I was like, I don't know what you mean. This is, you don't want me to hug you when I got this going on. It's going to hurt. Ask my son. All right. Oh, look, we're kind of getting to the bottom middle, but it's like a donut here in the old Margaritas in the Arctic. I haven't used this stuff in a while just because I've had so much other stuff to try out. So it's nice to get back into the old familiar. Ah, it smells good. I think in the last, or one of the last episodes, I called something my security blanket. And it's just something I use a lot and I like it and I know it and it's proven. I've proven it to myself that I like it and that it's good. And that's why I call it that. All right. I love this stuff, Margaritas in the Arctic. I love the smell of anything that's kind of like citrusy. And that is definitely citrusy. And it works very well. Oh, I miss this stuff. It has been a while since I used it. For a while there, it was like my daily driver, as they say. But yeah. So it's a Monday. I don't know if any of you have heard of South by Southwest or not, but that is in full swing where I live right now. And where I work is in the heart of all of it. So it is a mess. If you haven't heard of South by Southwest, look it up. It's this giant music, arts, technology, film, education thing that goes on for like a week and a half, shuts down every street downtown. Tens of thousands of people come in from all over the world to pretty much, somebody described it as like a frat party for a week and a half without the hazing. And tons of free, parties and beer but it's mostly for the younger folks. I've aged out. I've aged out of it. Okay, time to shave with a Parker, and I got a feather blade in here that I've already used on a couple of shaves. I can't remember how many, and we'll just see how it goes. But this Parker is a good razor. So thanks again. I don't know how many times I'll thank you, Nathan, but this is another one. And I was in the store yesterday. Actually, I was online looking for what Gillette is making these days. Like, what is their flagship razor? And I think I found it. And so I was in the store yesterday and I was looking in the shaving aisle. I was like, is there anything interesting in here for me? And I saw the Vanderhagen, which I think is way too expensive for what it is. And now I haven't used one, so I can't give you a complete review of it, but it looks like it's kind of a cheaply made lightweight razor. And they have two different versions. One's a short handle, one's a long handle. And the long handle's like $22, something like that, at least in my grocery store. And that seems like way too expensive. Like you could get some better quality ones for just a little bit more that'll last you a lot longer. Anyway, I noticed that they were completely out of this kind of Barbasol. And they only had the smaller travel size, which I need to get because we'll be traveling out to California this week. So if you're out in LA or Palm Springs and you happen to see me running around, well, you'll know why, because I'm out there with the family. People that live out in LA, you got any recommendations? So anyway, back to the grocery store. So I'm looking at the razors, and I'm looking at Gillette, and they've got this one. I think it's called like the Super Fusion 5 Traction Ball Electric. You know, it's this crazy razor with a ball like right here. And not this kind of a ball. That's just, but it's like a ball that pivots, and it's got 5 blades and a blade on the back, and I was like, I should buy that thing, and I should do a video with it, like Gillette's most ridiculous razor. And it was only the one I saw. They had 2 different kinds. Well, 3 actually. They had a menthol one, which I think it was called like Arctic Chill or something, and then they had a normal one. And so in each of those categories, they had one that was like $9 and then like $13. Like, well, what's the difference? And the difference was the $9 one had 1 cartridge that came with it, and the other one had 2 cartridges. So you do the math. And then the cartridges themselves, like a refill pack of, I think it was 5, was like almost $30. I was like, are you kidding me? You could buy over 200 safety razor blades for that and last you for years. So I'm still thinking about going and buying the most ridiculous Gillette razor and trying it out just for your amusement. Are you not entertained? All right, so there's the first pass. Man, that's so nice. Feels so good to be clean shaven. You know, I agree with the people that commented like back in November when I had a beard that I do look good with a beard. And I had a beard for years back in the 90s, and then a goatee, you know. But it just, my skin has become so, I don't know, sensitive or something, or it gets real red and itchy. I just can't do it. So, and I don't want to use beard oil every day. It's too much. That's too much. I'm a simple guy. I don't like to, want to add too much to my routine in the morning. Does simple equal lazy? I don't know. You be the judge. But, yeah, so it just feels good to be clean shaven. And it feels good to not shave. If you're just lazy like I was yesterday on a Sunday. And a lot of people, I read in the comments, they don't have to shave for they shave maybe 3 times a week, and it serves them well because their whiskers just don't grow as fast as mine do. So there you go. Now, I told you I had a special aftershave coming up. I still haven't thought of the term. Custom. It's custom. Boutique? No. Dang it. I'm having a senior moment. I'm not a senior yet. Anyway, so what I've done is I took your advice and I went on eBay and I bought myself a bag of menthol crystals. Mainline stuff. Just the straight crystals that you can then add to anything. So, what do you think I added menthol crystals to make it even more mentholated? I'll give you a second to think about it. You're right. Osage rub. Osage rub, baby. That is already super mentholated. It's great. But I squirted some out into this jar, which I'll show you in a minute. And I added 2 giant iceberg-sized menthol crystals. Have you ever seen a menthol crystal? I just, researched them recently to find out, first of all, where they come from. And they come from like a mint plant. It's actually the Mentha arvensis plant. That's the scientific term. So any of you botanists want to kind of expand on that. Anyway, so they take those plants and they somehow do their magic and they turn them into these big crystals. They kind of look like quartz crystals. I'll show you in a second. It's like science class. You know how excited you would get when you'd walk into your science class in high school and it was going to be experiment day? You didn't have to just sit there and listen to a boring lecture. You got to get your hands on that Bunsen burner and cut open a dead frog. Did you guys have to cut open a dead frog? I think I did. If I'm not mistaken, that was gross. Anyway, so I took some Osage rub, squirted it into this jar, took 2 giant things of menthol crystals, and Osage rub has got a lot of alcohol, and alcohol is a good thing to dissolve menthol crystals into, but they weren't dissolving completely, so I warmed it gently over the kitchen stove, because the crystals will then almost, oh, it got a little nick there, see that? Will disappear and be and go into the solution. So I've got that here. I've got a little jar of super Osage rub. It's not even Osage rub. It's like Osage hammer. It's like Osage, I don't know what. You come up with a name, please, and I'll write it on the jar. I was trying to think of something clever right off the top of my head, but couldn't do it. Osage happy ending? No, this is a family channel. It's the family channel. Watch some weird old guy shave. Come on, family. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit across the grain here, because that'll get me like almost completely baby smooth. And here it goes. This will be the last thing. And then get out the Osage hammer. It is not for the faint of heart. And I'm thinking about, getting into the whole kind of new age crystal movement. I'm just going to have menthol crystals. I'm going to go to those little new age meetings and talk about, the vibrations of my menthol crystals, and wear some sandals and some hemp t-shirts or something. Can you do that out in California? I hear you can, out there in LA. Maybe I'll join a menthol cult, or maybe I'll start a menthol cult. Is that a good idea? Leave a comment. All right. I don't want to overdo it, because I'm going to be putting on the Osage hammer. For now, that's what I'll call it until you guys come up with a better term. Okay, cold water. Wash off. Already. The margaritas in the Arctic that I use is the glacial, so there is extra menthol. They have 2 versions. They have the normal margaritas in the Arctic, and then the glacial, which is like I think it's a special, every year they come out with it for a short time, and then it goes away. One of those things. Okay. I think that nick stopped. All right, good. Oh, man. Now my son will not be in pain any longer. Okay, first I'm going to show you the bag of menthol crystals. Here they are. This is not an illegal substance. This is legal, even though it looks weird. I am not Breaking Bad. I'm not Walter White. Let me see if I can... You see that? Okay, looks like Pop Rocks almost. All right, I'm going to take one out and show you. Oh, smells good. Smells like mint, That's what comes from the mint plant. Mentha avarensis. Okay, here's a very small crystal. It's kind of like, in the original Superman movie when he got the crystals and threw it and created his Fortress of Solitude. That's what I've done. I've thrown this into a little jar of Osage rub, created my Fortress of Mentholitude. That may be the dorkiest thing I've ever said on this channel. Anyway, so that's what they look like. And this is a small one. I found 2 that were larger. Looks like I might have got the biggest ones. Anyway, so there it is. And this is from Green Health Essential Oils, menthol crystals. So I put them in here. Now it's actually gotten a little cloudy. It wasn't like this day before yesterday when I made this. So I'm wondering if the crystals are starting to crystallize again. Oh my gosh, is it concentrating? Is it even more concentrated? Whew. Now I don't have a little dispenser, so I'm just gonna have to take this and pour it out into my hand. Now don't do this. I learned this, speaking of chemistry class, as we were science class earlier, if you ever open a jar and you don't know what's in it, don't stick your nose down in it, do this. That was the one thing I remember from high school chemistry. Because if you stick your nose in something that'll knock you out, it'll knock you out. Just do this. Oh, the whiff test. Anyway, I did stick my nose in this yesterday and it nearly knocked me out. Okay, I'm gonna pour a little bit. This is like moonshine, really. It's like Osage moonshine. I put too much. Hold on. I mean, that was like a giant, you couldn't see it because it... Okay. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh. I feel like I'm turning into the Hulk. Oh. No, actually, it's not that bad. Even with And maybe I need to add some more. I don't know. Maybe I need to add some more because this, oh, that is nice. I do like it. I just like feeling cool and tingly. Is that so wrong? I guess not. Oh, man. Anyway, so that's it. That's a Monday shave. Thanks for joining me. I got a couple of razors I need to show you. I got to shave with that old vintage Barbasol. I survived the 1930s electric razor and lived to tell about it, and I'm glad that you guys enjoyed that. It was really interesting, really cool. And I'm going to do my pay it forward video sometime. Lord. Anyway, keep on me about all that stuff, and if you have any comments or questions or things you want to see, if you think I should go buy that insane Gillette, well, my eyes are really I'm starting to tear up. That is way more powerful than the normal Osage. So anyway, if I should buy that crazy Gillette thing, I know some people don't want me to support Gillette. This is all in the name of science. Come on, everybody. All right, that's it. I feel good. I think I look kind of good. I look good enough. Anyway, as good as it's going to get, folks. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. This is a really fun thing for me to do, and I'm glad that so many of you enjoy it, and I'm glad that you comment, and that's it. So look for the next video. I will actually be in California on Friday, so I'm wondering if I should do it from there. Of course I should. It'll be like a hotel room shave. A travel shave. Okay, well, tune in on Friday, because I don't know what I'm going to do either. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Just a quick addendum. My eyes are really watering. I was putting on my socks, and I used my clean sock to dab my eyes. That's how strong this stuff is. So it's good stuff. Anyway, see ya. Second addendum. That word I was looking for, artisanal. Artisanal. Thank you. Good night. Good night. Oh, that's me back there, not another guy.